Hello everybody, my name is Hocus Pocus, as you may well know, and this is the Minecraft Let's Play. Welcome back. We are on episode 8 today, I believe, and we are going to be kicking things off, whoops, wrong button there, by repairing our pickaxe. So let me just grab 3 diamonds here, and create ourselves a pickaxe. There we go, and then we're going to use this guy, whilst we still can, just to repair it. Only 3 experience levels, so not too bad at all. Anyway, in terms of what we're going to attempt to achieve in today's video, we are going to head over here to this cave that I showed you maybe last episode or the episode before, where we have our skeleton spawner, and we are actually going to get to work today on turning this thing into a XP farm. So for this one, I'm going to make it slightly different to the zombie one that we had in the last series. I did like the zombie one, but sometimes they would get jammed in the water elevator, and that is one of the aspects that I didn't like. So we're going to change up this spawner and make it a little bit different in terms of how the water flows and how the mobs are gathered into an area. We're actually going to just drop them into some streams and basically get them out of range of the spawner as quick as possible, so that the spawner can then bring us more mobs pretty much in the most efficient manner. So it's going to be the same again. We're going to just dig out a 4 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 in this direction, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 in this direction is already done for us pretty much. So there we go. Let's just take the walls out here, and this thing only needs to actually be too high above the spawner, so we can go ahead and fill in the ceiling like this. We actually don't require this space to be open. I've just read up on the online about how spawners work, and it's suggested that the best method was to dig a 9 by 9 by 9, because that is the range in which the spawner checks when it is going to spawn more mobs, and if there are indeed mobs in that area, then it cannot spawn as many the next time round. I think if there are 6 in that area, the mob spawner will attempt to spawn, but instead of getting the mobs, you will just get puffs of smoke. So we want to get them out of that 9 by 9 by 9 square centered on this block as soon as possible, really. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get to digging here. I don't want to waste your time watching that, so let me do that off camera, and I will be right back. Catch you in a sec. Okay guys, we are back over here at our temporary storage setup, just by our storage room and station here. I was just grabbing some water and water buckets to get ready to fill in the streams that are going to go in our skeleton farm here. So let's head back over there. All the digging is complete, and you'll see that in a second. Once we come round here, I've walled everything off, put a little bit of a stair down into there, but this is the room that they're going to spawn into. So as I said, I think it was a 9 by 9 by 9 square or cube, you could say, around the spawner is where it checks to see if there are any mobs in range to halt potential spawning. So that's why I want to drop them all the way down here. That'll give them a good distance from the threshold in order for spawns to stay consistent and efficient. So that's why we're going to do that. I'm just going to get rid of a few of the torches in here. Hopefully nothing spawns. Shouldn't do. Should be fine as it is. But we are just going to go like this. We are going to build ourselves a water source over here. And we're actually going to direct the mobs to this wall, because this wall is where the cave breaks out, so it should be easier access for us if we do it that way. So I'm just going to place all these streams in the bottom here, and it's very simple. As you know, the skeletons will fall down into the water streams and just be pushed towards this wall. You guys have probably built one of these yourselves many times, so it's not like I have to explain what's happening here. Let's get rid of those blocks. Okay, so there are the streams, and where are we? We're at Y7, so we can afford to go down a few more blocks, I guess. Let's just find the middle and torch. There we go. So if we go down 2 blocks, oh, there's lava. Perfect. That's exactly what we didn't want to see. But we can work our way around it, it's fine. So let's just dig down a couple blocks here, and hopefully we don't reach any more lava. Okay, so this is bedrock. We don't want to go down that far if we can help it. I don't think. So how are we going to do this, you guys? How are we going to do this? Let me think. We might have gone too far. We might have gone too far down here. Maybe we should take this up a couple blocks. Yeah, that's probably the best idea actually, you guys. Gonna take this back up a couple of blocks. That would probably be the most sensible idea. And that will probably be the idea that causes less issues for us. So let me do that for you guys, and I will bring you right back. Okie dokie guys, we're back again, and I fixed the issue that we just discovered. So let's head up there and take a look. I've just moved it back up 2 blocks, and everything seems fine now, as we can drop the skeletons onto this level, which is Y6. So we are on the borderline of lava here, as you can see, but we're going to have to remove that once we get to that stage. So essentially, I'm not going to do any sort of elaborate drop damage or anything like that. I suppose we could eventually implement suffocation damage through pistons if that's what we decide to do. But really what I was thinking of doing is just crafting, or brewing, I should say, brewing some splash potions of harming and using those to kill the skeletons. But they're going to be along this 9 wide stretch here anyway. So I don't really mind. Honestly, I'm not one of those people that cares too much about swinging their sword a bunch of times to kill the skeletons, because when you have mending, it doesn't really make a difference anyway. So yeah, I'm not too fussed if we can't find a way to damage the skeletons to bring them down to an easy kill, to be honest. So that's what we've got so far. I would also like to implement some sort of lighting contraption at the top there. So I think what we should do is head back to our storage area and just take a look at what redstone resources we have, because obviously we're going to need a few pistons and a few redstone lamps if we're going to do something like this. But I think it's something that will be feasible, honestly. So let us take a look. I think maybe in here, and let me just show you this, guys, as well. I've got this pressure plate hooked up now to the door, and it works, but look how slow it is. I'm not really sure if I like that or not. So if you guys have any other methods of hooking this thing up that you want to link to me or show me, then please go ahead, because I'm really struggling to find the right way to do it. Anyway, we've got ourselves some sticky pistons here and a couple normal pistons. I'm going to have to create one more probably. So I think 4 lights should do the trick up there. So let's craft ourselves another sticky. That's all we probably need from this room. I guess we could take some repeaters just in case. Yeah, that's probably all we need from here. So let's now head out here. Grab ourselves some redstone. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take 6 blocks and the 30 that we have loose here. That should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's to craft our lamps. Then we will need some... Let's craft ourselves some levers. I think 5 in total will be fine. Wrong way around. There we go. 5 levers. That should be perfect. Now let's head back towards our skeleton spawning area so that we can take a look at hooking some of these lights up. So in terms of what we're going to do is, I think we'll have the redstone lamps a block above the ceiling of this thing. And then we'll have the pistons open up a block that lets the light through. So what are we? We are on this level. So we need to got 1, 2, 3. We need to got 4 blocks to be on top of this thing. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Would that work? If we just climb up here like so. That should be fine, right? So now we should look directly into the spawner. Yep, that's perfect. So let's find the center. I think this is the center. That's where the torch is. So that must be the center there. So that means if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the middle. 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And then we just need to go 4 in this direction. 4. That's that side. And then another 4 in this direction. 4. And then we just need to take out all the blocks in between. So what I'm going to do is, you guys, I'm going to take out these blocks, set up some sort of lighting system, and I will be right back. Catch you in a second. Alright, you guys, we are back here at the skeleton spawner, and I've implemented some redstone here, so let's just take a look at it. This is the switch to turn the lights on and off. If we head upstairs, you'll see the wiring and how it works. So it immediately runs into a block with a redstone torch on the other side. This is just to invert the signal. So when this redstone is powered on, the lights themselves will actually be powered, well, they won't be powered off, but they will be blocked, so that the spawner below is experiencing darkness. And when the redstone here gets turned off, the pistons underneath these blocks here, let me just take a look, will be... Oh, look at that guy taking a shot at me. Okay, I actually got it around the wrong way, I guess. So At the moment they're off. As you can see, the pistons are pushed under the block here, so no light is passing through. And then when you turn this signal on, the signal is changed and the blocks are reverted, allowing light to pass into the spawning room. So that's how it works, you guys. Sorry, I got it a bit mixed up there. I already forgot, it turns out. So we've now made a little pathway that goes downstairs, and this is where they will collect up. So as you can see, we've got quite a few down here already. Obviously, this isn't going to be the be-all and end-all of this thing. We're not going to be killing them this way because this is just tedious and hard. As you can see, you can barely reach the skeletons when it's like this, so we need to figure out a proper way to kill them. Probably something similar to the zombie killing room that we had in the last series. But I will leave that for maybe another video, maybe today, we will see. But I do have a plan for this room in terms of a design, and I think you guys are going to like it. So hopefully we can get it to turn out the way I envisage it right now. For the time being, though, there's something else I want to do here, and that is I had a suggestion to get rid of these redstone blocks. I think it was Dennis who commented that, and I think maybe he's right, so why don't we go ahead and do that together. So we're going to have to craft up a ton of redstone torches, so let's get some sticks going. There we go. We'll just take the full 21 there, that'll be fine. We're going to need to get ourselves some gravel to fill in the spots that are going to be missing. So where are we going to find that? Somewhere around here. Yep, there we go. So let's just go ahead and dig up all of these redstone blocks and replace them with a torch, piece of gravel, piece of track, like so. There shouldn't be too many at the moment that we have to replace, because obviously I haven't laid that much of the track down at the moment, so that's good for us really. We don't have too much work on our hands. It got brought to my attention at an early stage, which is always nice. So let's put the track on top of there. This one here requires some work as well. Track. This one here, and then there should be a few more around the corner that we need to do. But any that aren't gravel I'm not going to mess with at the moment. I'll just wait until I get round to converting this to gravel. So that's all the gravel ones there done. I don't think we have any on this side just yet, so I think that's all of them done at the moment. So thank you again for that suggestion, Dennis. I think I did thank you in the comments, but thanks once more for that. That's made our track look a little bit cleaner. So there we go. That's that changed. So let me just cut the camera here, guys. I'm going to have a little think about what we're going to do next in the episode, and I will be right back with you. Okie dokie, guys. We're back again. And there was something I forgot to mention to you in the last segment of this video. And that was the fact that those 4 lights that we installed probably weren't going to be enough because some skeletons were still spawning, so I went ahead and installed 2 more. This is what the room looks like when it's dark. As you can see, we got piston here, piston here. Let's flick that switch, and boom, there is a huge increase in light in that room now, and that should... Whoa. Whoa, do you see all those guys down there? Whoa! You know what's interesting as well? Oh, okay, maybe they can still spawn. Alright, we might still have to add more lights in yet, but... Wow, they're all fighting each other now. Oh dear. Okay, so what I was trying to say is that when I was building this thing here, the piston was extended, and there's a small gap between the piston arm and the block above it. There was a skeleton down here in the corner, and he managed to shoot up through the gap in the piston arm and hit me directly, and I was just like, I was pretty shocked actually, because these guys, sometimes they're so stupid. You'll be a couple of blocks in front of them and they can't hit you, but then again they'll pull something off like that, and it's just like, what on earth? Like, what is the coding for these guys? Do they have certain probability of hitting you based on a variable or something? I have no idea really. Or is it maybe based on the difficulty that you're playing on? I'm not entirely sure, but that shot that he hit on me was insane. Like, I don't even think a human player would be able to do that. So yeah, that was strange. Anyway, you guys, we've got this up and running now, and things are looking quite good. We've installed the lighting, as you can see, and it still might not be enough, which is a bit embarrassing for me, because I thought I had got things worked out perfectly there, but maybe not. I'm thinking that soon we'll want to get a tree farm up and running down here, and it's not going to be an oak tree farm, it's going to be a dark oak tree farm. So the number of trees that we plant is going to be heavily reduced, because otherwise we're going to have to dig out a very, very large area. We will eventually build another oak farm, I believe, in the future, but for now I want a dark oak farm, because that's the wood that we're grinding through a lot at the moment building this place, because obviously it's the texture, one of the textures that I like to use in the builds here. So I think we should probably try and map out a nice area for that, and it's going to be somewhere down in the ravine. We're going to do it underground this time. So it's going to be a big dig. It's going to be a big project. But I think it'll be a fun one. I think in the end we can probably make it look quite nice, considering that it's going to be an underground build. So I'm thinking now where we're going to put it. I don't have a concrete idea at the moment of where it's going to go. But if we just keep running up and down here, I'm sure we'll find somewhere nice for it to sit. So, where shall we take this thing? I guess there's what's behind this wall here? If we just quickly get up here and take a look, this could be an area for it to go. So all we've got is a couple of shafts, but they're mostly cleared out of the wood, which is probably something that I did earlier off camera. So maybe this could be an area here, because a lot of it is already dug out for us, as you can see. And if we start it, will we start it on this level or will we start it down there though? That's the question. But I think we're going to mark this location here as our tree farm. So let's just mark it under, there we go, that'll do. That's a marker for you right there. You can copy that into your own worlds if you like it. Anyway, yeah, this is probably where we'll build the tree farm. So start it somewhere over here and extend it this way towards the portal. So that's going to be our project for the next episode, I believe, guys. We'll probably get to work on that, or probably not finish it in the next episode because it's going to be a big one, but we'll definitely get to work on it. So that is that. Is there anything else I need to show you before the end of this video? I don't think there is. Actually, I guess I could show you this. I've been up trying to hunt a few Endermen when I get the chance. So we've got 8 Ender Pearls at the moment. I'm going to be looking to get around 20 before we leave for the end portal, because I think 20 will be enough to A, get us there, and B, fill in the portal. So that's that. We're almost halfway there in terms of that. We also need to set up some brewing. So I think actually before I let you guys go here, we are going to actually craft ourselves a brewing stand, because I just want to figure out how you create the splash potions of harming. So let's put this thing down. We're going to need another rod for the fuel. So let's craft ourselves that and stick it in there. Oh, no, there. So we got any bottles? We should have bottles. Oh no, they're probably back at the other base, right? Do we have glass? That's another question. I don't think we do. Alright guys, give me a second to go and grab the resources for this and I'll be right back. Catch you shortly. Alright you guys, we are back, and I actually realised I don't have any nether warts, so we quickly headed into the nether, grabbed a bunch of it. It's up here with the soul sand, so that's cool. Let's throw in our glass bottles, throw in our nether wart and get this cooking. From what I can tell, you have to put a spider eye in first and then a fermented spider eye, so we bought some sugar cane to craft some sugar. Let's pop that into the crafting table like so. Then we've got our we have our spider eye and our fermented spider eye ready to go. So once these are made into, is it mundane potions they become after this? Oh, awkward potion. Then you stick the spider eye in, I believe. If we want to create them, want to turn them into splash, we're going to need gunpowder. So let's grab a piece of that as well. And just hang on a second here while it smelts up. I also took the opportunity to grab ourselves some more quartz, just in case we need it, because our supplies were down to about 20 or so. So I thought it'd be useful just to grab a bit of that. So let's do that right now. I think our potions are done. It makes a funny noise. Okay, so potion of poison. Then if we stick this guy in, that should change it into a potion of harming. Hopefully, if I read correctly. Let me just gather up this nether quartz. There we go. So we're back up to over a stack now, which is nice to make comparators and such. We should probably attempt to use some quartz somewhere in a build as well, eventually, because it can look really nice when done right. Okay, so potion of harming, there we go. So we want to turn these into splash potions, I guess. Let's just go ahead and do that. And see what we get, and then we'll go test them out on our little skeleton farm. And just see what sort of damage they actually do when thrown, and if you can stay clear of the radius easily, because obviously we don't want to be damaging ourselves when we throw them. That would be kind of silly. What have I done? I need to grab those. Just craft another block. Just keeping things tidy in here, as you can see. Okay, there we go. We got our splash potion of harming, instant damage. Let's take these and head over to the skeleton spawner, just to test them out before we end the video here. So off we go. Off we go. Okay, so are the lights on in there? Or okay, they're off. So the spawner should be in action right now. Let's just check if we got any guys down here. Not yet. Let's just let a few spawn then. Okay, I just heard some drop in the water, so they shouldn't be far off. There we go. Alright, let's throw one in. Oh no, that was us, not them. I didn't actually see what that did to us. Did anyone... Did anyone catch that? Alright, let's try throwing it over there. Nope, I missed again. I am terrible. Okay, let's open this up. Hey. Hey. Get back. Alright, you come through then. I'll take you out. Okay, no issue. Alright, where are these guys? Hey, that hit me again. What's going on? Alright, guys, you know what? I think I give up. I've made a fool of myself again, so I'm gonna give up for this episode, and I will do some experiments with those off camera just to see what it takes to throw one, because apparently I can't. Oh, dearie me. Alright, anyway, you guys, thank you very much for being with me today and watching the video. It's been a very enjoyable one again, so I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you did enjoy it, be sure to drop a like down below and comment with any suggestions, feedback, questions, anything like that you may have. I read them all. I reply to pretty much every single one of them as well. So if you got anything to say or anything to ask me, just drop it down below. And also, if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe. The button to do that is down below. You probably know where it is. And if you do want notifications from YouTube of when my videos go live, you can also hit the little bell notification icon next to the subscription button, and that is exactly what you will get. So once again, you guys, thank you very much for being with me and watching today. Please take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.